Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to add some outside storage space for my spare parts and water treatment and so on next to my boiler. That way I didn't have to keep going in the garage to grab stuff that I needed. You know, maybe I'd be able to hang up some of my tools that I use to clean. So I have this cabinet laying around that I've had laying around for, I don't know, at least 2-3 years. We were going to mount it on one of my work trucks, but we decided I just never did. So one of my ex-coworkers, Mark, so hey Mark, if you're watching this, I'm actually going to put this to use. I just put this on here because this locking mechanism doesn't work here. If I can actually get this, here we go. So there's nothing on here, so I'm going to hang it like this, that way it folds down because there's nothing to hold it up. We're just using what I got. So I have this, I already started putting this spare shelf on here. It's wood that I've had left over, some cut-offs, so I built this little shelf so this cabinet can sit on here. So I just got to get it up there, secure it, and then put some of my parts in there. So, but I do think it's a good idea to have your tools and what you're going to be using somewhat close to your boiler. Most boilers are obviously sitting outside, and thankfully I have mine underneath an enclosure, so it's kind of nice. I'm gonna get this up there. Oh, so let's get this up here. I mean, to me this is dead space, so might as well utilize it. I don't go over here ever, so all right, let's get this secured. Actually, this might work perfectly. Because lately I've just had all my stuff laying around all over the place, so it'd be nice to actually have all my stuff in one spot, all my spare parts and whatnot. That way you always know where they are. I mean, I got enough stuff in my garage, so I figure I might as well have what I need right here. Yeah, that'll work. So I got my water treatment. Actually, you know what? I do have these little shelves that I don't think they're shelves, probably dividers, but that'll work. Get these in there. So, water treatment. And then I also picked up this spare fan, which obviously is in the back. So I got it to where it came with the bracket and whatnot. So literally what I have to do is, there's 3 bolts in the back of the stove. I just loosen them up. I literally would just slide this in there, lock it into place, and plug it in. Because if this ever went in the middle of winter or any time, the stove's dead in the water. So I figured it'd be good to have a spare. Because without this, I'm screwed. And then down the road, I could always just get an extra spare fan if that one ever go, or a spare motor, and just mount it in here, which doesn't look like it'd be that easy. I guess this bracket just pops off, but so it'd be nice to have a spare just in case. And then they also gave me all the water sample bottles that that I would send in when you test your water every year. That's to maintain the warranty, as long as the pH and whatever else they read is in their parameters. So it's nice to have. So it's kind of nice they gave me these. I mean, I don't think they're very expensive, but you do need them. The unit's too expensive to let the warranty go to waste. So to collect a water sample once or twice a year, it's no big deal. And then this is that flap that was in the door, which I took off a long time ago. It was just getting in the way. But you can tell though, once it cools down, everything just chips off. So if I ever wanted to put this back in there, I could. But for now, spare parts go here. And then I do have a spare pump I'll put in here too. Some more water samplers, which I probably will never use all these. I mean, in the lifetime of the stove, I suppose. Some spare gaskets that came off my flanges. Just came off the back of the stove when I was putting the water lines in. So it'd be nice to have everything in one spot. I think that's really it. I could put these gloves in here too. Actually, I use this to clean, which I may do that today. Is that it? No. But at least now I know where all my stuff is, and I'll probably end up hanging this somewhere. I guess I could just hang it like this. That'll work. This fire extinguisher off the ground. There we go. That's nice. I don't know how would it hang this. I use this all the time too. That can stay there. I'll probably notch this out, that way I can just sit it in there. That'd be easy to do. That'd be kind of nice. Although I pulled this out super hot, so I don't know how well that'll work. But for now, she can stay there. But other than that, pretty simple. I mean, it's out of the way. It's right next to the boiler, so I think that's a win for me to keep it out of the garage. I mean, I got enough in there, so like I said, I'll put my spare pumps in there and so on. But yeah, I think that's a nice thing. That way, you know, because if it's negative 20 degrees out, you know, you're kind of in a bind when if the pump goes down or something happens and you got to find your parts. I mean, obviously you need to be more organized, but I got all my tree stuff in there and whatnot, so at least now I know everything that I need is right in there. I do have a spare sensor for the what do you call it? The smoke bypass handle, because mine was faulty, so I do have a spare one of those. So it is nice to have all your stuff pretty close. I should put this stuff in there too. The nozzle piece down below, when you clean it out, I can put this in there too. And I do lock this just in case, you know, one of the kids want to come out here and they open this one that's running, so I do lock it. Just a safety feature, so I have a key for that. But yeah, I think that goes enough for today. I mean, I got that. I mean, tomorrow I got a new nozzle, because the one I have is faulty. They were having issues with the G10000 nozzle, so I finally got the new update warranty piece. So it's pretty cool. It's a 3-piece unit, so I got to get that in there tomorrow and see how she goes. But yeah, that'll be it for today. I just want to make a quick video on that. But as always, keep burning.